Hello and good evening. My name is Bayo Ojo, and this is my informative speech titled Racism in America. So I've heard people say so many times that racism is no longer an issue in America, but I choose to disagree with that because people experience racism on a daily basis in this country. Now, while I do agree that a significant amount of progress has been made to fight racism, there is still a lot of work to do. So in my speech, I'll be giving you 3 examples of racism in different sections of society in America. So I'm going to begin with law enforcement, basically the American police. And according to Wikipedia, on May 25, 2020, George Floyd, a 46-year-old black man, was murdered in Minnesota, United States of America. He was killed while being arrested on suspicion of using a counterfeit bill. During the arrest, police officer Derek Chauvin, white police officer Derek Chauvin, knelt on Floyd's neck for over 9 minutes after he was handcuffed and lying face down, basically suffocating him to death. Well, luckily, Chauvin was sentenced to 22.5 years in prison for second-degree murder. So this was one of the rare times that a police officer actually got arrested for committing a crime against black people. So, secondly, another example of racism comes from sports and broadcasting. So a broadcaster was suspended from the Golf Channel after joking about Tiger Woods being lynched in a back alley. Another example, radio show host Don Imus was also suspended and eventually fired after making racist comments about the Rutgers women's basketball team, calling them nappy-headed hoes. And finally, I'm going to talk about racism in the American prison system. According to Wikipedia, black people are incarcerated in state prisons across the country at more than 5 times the rates of whites and at least 10 times the rates in 5 states. And a lot of the time, the black people are incarcerated for misdemeanors, for minor crimes like drug possession, like jaywalking at times, and they're just placed in prisons in massive quantities for little to no dangerous crime or anything like that. So that's another example of the systematic racism that's still going on in America right now. So in closing my speech, I can only hope and pray for the day that racism will finally come to an end in America and everybody will be treated equally, regardless of race, regardless of class, regardless of sex. We can only hope and pray that that day will come in our lifetime. So thank you for listening to my speech. Once again, my name is Adebayo Ojo. So good night. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Thank you.